Lewis Belt is back
Oh, shit.
on the pod, man.
Did I cuss too early?
It don't matter. We'll
All
bleep
right,
it, bro.
all
We'll
right,
bleep
cool.
it. I just want to say, man, this is dope sitting down because we've done the podcast before, maybe a year or two ago, and it was in the garage. The video went out halfway. Oh, man, I was so pissed about that. So just to be here in the new studio, just elevating.
I'm proud of the growth, Trev.
Look,
you done came a long way, brother, man.
I appreciate that. What people don't know is we've been growing together.
Yeah.
You know?
I think if you pay attention, though, people know we growing together. But, yeah, it's a lot of people that don't, of course, I got new fans. You got new fans, so people don't know. So, yeah.
Yeah, because I came to Lewis. We met, probably at No Jumper or, something like that. Came to Lewis. I was like, yo, you got Mad Potential podcast. You were already doing your podcast shit. So I was like, let's figure out how we could work together. We're both from Northern California. So we end up shooting some podcasts out the crib in the living room.
That was a good-ass episode,
Cali
too.
Kickback.
Yeah.
So we end up shooting it in the living room. And then, long story short, we're here now. And we've been grinding podcasts out damn near weekly on your channel, my channel. So we have a regular working relationship.
Yeah, it's been like 2 years now.
Pretty locked in now.
Yeah.
And I just want to start this pod off by saying rest in peace, Teddy Ray.
Oh, appreciate that, brother, for sure.
Because, it's just a funny story. It's just funny how people come into your life and change your life. And the little moments, right? So I remember we shot maybe the first or second episode in the living room, and he asked me if he could smoke inside. And typically I've never smoked inside.
Yeah.
So I was just like, yeah, sure, like whatever. And he was super polite about it. He's like, bro, if it's bad, just tell me it's bad. And I was just like, man, fuck it, let's smoke, right? So a couple days later, I get an email from my landlord saying, yo, you got a marijuana smoke complaint. So I'm just like, fuck. And that's what motivated me to move into a studio and get my own place.
Wow.
Was that marijuana complaint, because I was like, I can't be doing the podcast out the garage if I got guests smoking weed. I don't want to have to deal with getting evicted and stuff.
That's that's crazy. Never thought of that.
Yeah,
that's one thing about Ted. He was gonna roll up something. He was gonna smoke something for sure.
Man, I'm just very blessed, to be able to have met him and encounter with him, and just the impact he had on my life. That wasn't direct, but impactful. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Yeah.
That makes sense, because that is true for sure. Because I remember that. He was like, man, I got a complaint. I'm like, you'll be all right.
Yeah.
But yeah, for sure. Yeah, had to figure out that solution for sure so we can keep it lit.
Yeah, man. But what have you been up to, bro? You've been grinding. Every time I see you on Instagram, you're somewhere else. You're in Mexico, you're in the Bay, you're Vegas, you're all over the place.
Yeah, man, gotta move around, gotta put paint where it ain't, man. I just been I really ain't got no location, man. I'll be everywhere now at this point, of course, Bay Area, LA, Atlanta my third home right now. And yeah, a lot of shows, got a lot of dates coming up, working on my new comedy special. So I'm going all over, hitting Philly, Naptown, Indiana, St. Louis. I got a lot of dates where I'm just going, New York, just saying my material everywhere. So, when this next special come out, the whole world will love it.
Full-time comedian.
Oh, man, yeah, full-time comedian. I've been full-time comedian for, man, I want to say 8 years now. Damn near longer than that. 9. Yeah.
I would expect it's kind of like the rap game. You could kind of fall off in this comedian game, or what?
Hell yeah.
How often are you having to come up with new bits or new sets?
I tend to come up with new bits on a weekly because I perform all the time. I host the Improv every Monday in Hollywood. I got my Do Too Much comedy night. I do that every other Friday, not every other Thursday in Oakland. So I get a lot of practice time throughout the week. So when I go on the road and do little weekend dates, I got a lot of shit to,
So you say you're working on a new set or bit like that you're gonna travel and tour with, right? Like, what is that? That's like an hour of just straight comedy, or?
Yeah, straight hour stand-up comedy type shit. My first special was 20 minutes, though. I chopped it down to 20 minutes. I performed for like 30 minutes. But this special I'm gonna shoot for like 45 minutes.
So let me ask you this: are jokes and like sets kind of like songs and albums? Like you could kind of refer back to them whenever you want, or is there an expiration date on them?
That's a good question. But I feel like jokes are like mixtapes or songs or whatever. Jokes is like songs for sure, but you can't keep repeating jokes over and over and over. You can, but it's like fans want to hear some new shit too. You know what I'm saying? Versus like music, if a song a classic, you can live off that one song.
Always perform it.
You can always perform it. With jokes, it's like you can't always perform the same jokes. Like it's not. They're listening. They not performing like a rap show. You performing with the crowd. Like you know what I mean, you performing with the artist that's performing. Like you having a good time. Jokes is like you listening. So if you know what the punchline gonna be, it's like you're not that into it like that.
Because that's also interesting to think about, like the fan base that come to see you. Like people, it's gonna be the same people, right? You're gonna have overlap. Like if you go on tour, right? Mm-hmm. Like they're gonna be familiar with some of your work, right? And they're not gonna want to hear the same jokes.
Yeah, that's what you got to be mindful when you put certain jokes out on social media, on the internet, on your special, whatever. You know, now people come to see you. Now, if you saying the same jokes, they see it online, then it's kind of like they kind of like feel like they got finessed out of their money.
All right, so you're 8 years in the game. You're doing weekly shows. You're in the gym practicing. It sounds like. Do you ever get nervous still?
I'm 10 years in it now.
10 years. Excuse me.
I started at 18, and damn, I'm 29. I'm 11 years. Whoo!
That's fire.
That's crazy. Sound old.
It does sound old, but I mean, shit, we're in the same age group too. Yeah. I feel like we're in the same, like we kind of help motivate and push each other because, you know, we have an established name, but we still want to be great. You know, we want to be like a top dog.
For sure.
And, you know, it's just cool seeing your progression and growth and just keeping us, you know, going back and forth at it and like pushing each other, you know.
Yeah, for real. You know, this stand-up comedy shit is it's I feel like it's a hustle that people don't really understand because it's you know, you go to the show, it's entertainment, you go to laugh, but people don't know like how many times you got to perform to perfect something, especially with social media now. It's kind of like, you know, the game changing though with social media for sure. It's a lot of comedians out there that's getting discovered through social media.
Do you feel like a lot of the comedy scene knows your name now and respects your name?
Yeah.
Or do you feel like you still have to like work for that? You're always gonna have to work for that to maintain it.
Yeah.
But do you feel like you're recognized by some of the big ones?
Yeah. I feel like this point in my career, industry wise and like the industry know, the game know for sure. Like, you know, Kevin Hart, you know, we got a good relationship. He always give me some game. I didn't even know he knew me until I met him, and then he knew who I was. Like, so that was dope.
I mean, even all the comedians you bring in for the podcast that we shoot, you brought some legendary ass people in there.
Yeah, but you know, I've been knowing with. When I had people come on the Cali Kickback, it'd be like these people I done had a relationship with for years. Like, you know, I've been knowing these people for some years, like 6-7 years now, just as being a comedian. Yeah.
But Kevin Hart was one of those ones where it's just like, damn, this guy knows who I am. It's kind of validating.
Yeah, I didn't know Kevin Hart knew me. When Kevin Hart knew me, I'm like, oh shit, all right, I don't gotta do nothing. But I just like, damn, I gotta know who I am. You feel me? I got me fucked up. You feel me? Like, I'm down me at this point. So, you know, Cat Wings walked up on me. What's up, Louis Belt? You feel me? And I'm like, shit.
Wow.
I'm like, how you know me? He like, shit. Anything that's hot, I know it. You know? So I'm like, damn. It ain't really nobody in this game that I'm like, industry wise, where I'm like, man, this would be dope if I met this person or got connected. I know the people I need to know and want to know. Now it's only just about just me doing the work.
All right, let me ask you this: What do you think they admire most? Is it the comedy or is it the hard work?
The comedians from my end, they go hand in hand for sure. But it's a lot of comedians out there, and it's a lot of funny comedians, but it's not a lot of comedians that actually. I think the like come from the comedy, the respect come from the work.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that makes sense. Yeah, because I was curious on like if people can learn to be funny. You know, like say you have a mad work ethic, like can you learn to be a funny comedian, or is it just?
For sure. 90% of the comedians learned how to be funny. 10% is naturally funny.
Really?
Yeah.
So anyone you feel like could learn to become a comedian?
Yeah, from me knowing comedians personally and being in the comedy scene, people don't realize how many comedians that's out there that's not funny at all. But they learned how to be a comedian and know how to set up a joke and tell a joke. And then that's why you got comedians that's just, they're good because they know how to tell a joke. You know, then you got comedians that's just actually funny. So I don't want to toot my own horn, but from what I've been told, I'm one of the natural comedians that I'm naturally funny. I had to learn how to tell a joke. Most comedians know how to tell a joke, but they're not naturally funny. So that separates the average versus the greats.
Okay, damn. Yeah, because I would think like you have to be pretty naturally funny to do crowd work.
Exactly.
And I've seen some of your shit, and I'm like, you're just in there. You do a lot of crowd work.
Yeah.
You have to kind of to be a stand-up comedian, right?
No, a lot of comedians don't do crowd work because they're not funny outside of their routine. So they gotta stick to their routine because if they get distracted by anything, they corny side gonna start showing, and
they gotta be on point.
They gotta be on point. But it's like that's what goes back to my natural instinct is I want to talk shit and interact with the crowd, but I always have to remind myself, all right, let's get back to the jokes. You feel me? Because that's a talent, but at the end of the day, as a comedian, the craft part of it is like, all right, this nigga was up there and he said a whole bunch of nothing.
It's like podcasting. It's like, okay, we want to have a little bit of structure to it. You can have fun and jokes, but let's have, because I think it's storytelling, you know, like comedians are really good storytellers. Yeah. Podcasting is storytelling. All this shit just goes back to storytelling.
Yeah.
And, you know, sometimes people don't tell good stories.
Yeah. And a lot of comedians, you know, I feel like, they're just not, a lot of comedians, 90% of them want to be comedians. The 10%, them niggas didn't want to be a comedian. That shit was just meant for them. I fall in the 10%. I think that's where the respect come from, too. It's like, you know, it take one to know one. And I see eye to eye with more the veteran comedians and, you know, the OGs, the legends in the game. I see more eye to eye with them than a lot of other niggas.
Yeah, because is there a lot of funny business in the comedian game?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
A lot of, politics and stuff like that?
Yeah, it's politics and comedy for sure. Yeah.
People do some shady shit or what? Like, are people clicked up? I kind of see comedians as like little gangs and shit. Like, all right, I'm rocking with this little group. This group rocks with this group. This group rocks with this group.
Yeah, comedians is clicked up for sure.
Damn, and is it really segregated? Like, you know, there's black comedy, white comedy, all that shit. Like, that's a real thing?
Hell yeah.
Damn.
Hell yeah. Black comedians, it's a circuit. And, you know, you got white, you know. So say if a comedy club got a show every day out the week, it's going to be one black night. That's what that be.
And are you doing stuff with white crowds and stuff like that? You switching it up?
Yeah, but I do that. I do that to challenge myself. I don't really do that to like. I don't try to like find fans to fuck with me. I just like to be myself and let people just come to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not a comedian that's trying to get a black crowd or trying to get a white crowd. I just do me. Whoever come.
But what's your preference?
My preference, I love everybody. I love everybody.
I was trying to get you with that one right there. I'm gonna be real, man.
You know, that's the experience I got going on, man. I love everybody.
I mean, all right, so wait, let me just talk about the differences. What's the major differences between like a white crowd and a black crowd?
The difference between a white crowd is that white people are going to be they're going to be quiet and they want to hear your joke. You know what I'm saying? They want to hear a story. They're going to listen to it. White people, they're more patient. So white people, you could tell a joke, a 5-minute joke, and it don't even got to be funny the first 4 minutes. And long as your punchline funny, they're going to laugh. black people not that patient. So if your joke take 5 minutes to be funny, by the time you get to the 5th minute, motherfuckers gonna get to talking, booing, or say something to you. They gonna heckle you.
Yeah, how do you deal with hecklers? Talk
Feel
your
free,
shit back?
Yeah, feel free to heckle me. You understand me? I pop peas, so that's what make my show fun. You can talk, you can come up and talk to me, not come on the stage, but say something to me, because I'm gonna say something back. But but me coming out of Oakland and doing a lot of hood shows in the beginning of my career, that's all I knew at one point is performing with people talking and all of that. I got to Hollywood and understood like, oh, people come to shows and be quiet. You feel me? So I learned backwards. I learned how to deal with hecklers before I learned how to really tell a story.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's kind of interesting to think about. But I mean, if anything, that just sharpened the tool quicker than most people. Like if you start in the jungle, you're gonna be good right there in the field.
Yeah.
Like I could imagine some of those rooms in Oakland where you had some bad nights where you weren't funny, or what?
Every comedian got a bad night.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's why I asked that.
Yeah.
Because, a bad show in Oakland might be different than a bad show in Iowa.
I'd rather have a bad show. This might sound crazy, but I'd rather have a bad show with with black people than having a bad show with white people. Because of the difference between when you don't perform good in front of white people and black people, because it's like the show niggas, they gonna try to overtalk you. Black people gonna be talking, and you gotta overcome the talking. But then if you don't overcome the talking, your excuse can be like, man, they wasn't listening. You feel me? You got an excuse when you don't perform good in front of black people. Man, they ignorant, they wasn't listening.
That's crazy.
Feel me? When you don't perform good in front of white people, it make me feel bad because they didn't heckle me. They were just quiet and just listened to me and didn't laugh. And it was just like, it make you feel like it was my jokes.
It didn't hit. Damn.
So yeah, it just be like it was the jokes. But then I don't do like it's the jokes, because I be like, shit, you probably, I'll fuck around.
I know.
Yeah,
I know where you're going.
I love everybody. I'll be like, I just can't relate to what I got going on right
now. Either way, we
got
a reason for the bad show.
Yeah, I got
it. It's the audience, it's not me.
It's always the audience.
They are tripping.
Yeah, they tripping. They can't relate to a real Mac when he talk that. You feel me?
All right, so look, 11 years in the game. Do you still have bad shows?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay, so they're common like that, where it's like even the professionals have bad shows.
Yeah, because that's how comedians got to practice too. So like when I do like my Lewis Belt show, and you know what I'm saying, you coming out to see me, then I don't feel like none of them went bad. But them shows where I pop in, or it's like when I'm practicing. So when I'm game time is when I'm performing, I'm headlining. Basically like that. If I'm headlining the show, it ain't went bad for me personally, because people came to see me and they know what they coming to see. You know what I'm saying? I'm a stand-up comedian first, so it's like it's easy to perform in front of people that come to see me because I know how to actually perform. Bad shows is, I've done shows where it's like people not knowing I'm going to be there, and then I pop up and not knowing the crowd, not reading the room, then I'm practicing some shit, then it can go left.
Yeah, because I would also think it's kind of like a cycle that you always go through, where it's like, okay, you have this material, you start at the bottom of practicing it, then you start mastering it, and then, in practicing it, you have those bad shows. But once you have it mastered, they're less. They come like, but then you have it mastered for so long where it's like, I have to come up with new shit, and then the cycle starts all over again.
Yep, and that's the phase I'm going through right now. It's like, coming up, you gotta have a whole new set. So it's like, yeah, but I kind of feel like I I rely on my personality more than anything. I'm not like a comedian that just rely on my jokes. It's like if my jokes don't work, then I'm gonna rely on my personality. So I feel like you never gonna get a bad show out of me. Cause if you fuck with me, you gonna fuck with me type shit.
No jokes. I'm just gonna talk shit for
you. Feel me?
Yeah.
The joke's gonna be somebody gonna laugh. Somebody gonna laugh. So if you ain't fucking with my jokes, I'm gonna make a joke out of you.
No, that's fact.
I'll make a sex joke, and if you don't laugh, I'll be like, look at these niggas. Nigga ain't getting no pussy. He don't know what I'm talking about.
Oh, getting pussy is a good topic.
That's what I'm saying. If motherfucker don't laugh at me, I'm gonna make it about being cool, and then if you can't relate, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna make fun of you not being cool. Yeah. If you a nerd,
it's gonna be his last show.
Yeah.
But no, that's something too. As an audience member, watching comedy, you're a part of the show, so you're liable to get struck on with a joke at any time.
Yeah.
That's some shit where
if you don't laugh at me, we gonna be laughing at somebody. It's gonna be somebody in the crowd.
Are you making eye contact with people like that? Or are you like looking in the back of the room?
Matters how large the room is.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, for the most part, I'm making eye contact. But if the room big, like extremely big, theaters, arenas, and all that shit, it's tough.
It's crazy to think. So, I mean, you're fucking with the 85 South show and all those guys. They're pretty big. Like, how do you feel like how do you get to that level? Like, what's your plan? Or do you ever think about that?
I wouldn't say to get to that level, that's the goal, because everybody got their own route of getting or what works best for them. So it's like, my connection with the 85 South show, we've been doing business for years. Well, we haven't been doing business for years. We've been fucking with each other for years. Recently, we done partner up, and I think that's the reason why I partnered with 85 South show on the business side, because talent-wise, I can get there, but business-wise, it's things that, people behind the scenes don't know about. So, I think to answer your question, how do you get there, is just really continue doing what I'm doing,
And building those relationships, because now you're under the umbrella of them, or how does that work?
Yeah, so managed by 85 Media. So, they signed Nav Green, Moneybag Mafia, and we got, 85 South, and then myself, Louis Belt, and the Cali Kickback.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a core team right now.
Yep. So.
And they signed you.
Yeah, we in partnership.
Damn, that's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I respect how big their podcast is, and then their show, how they're able to, blur the lines between a comedy set and a live podcast, with them just chilling, sitting down, and they're bringing in some big ass numbers. Very inspiring, very, very dope to see. And then to hear you got linked up with them, I'm like, that's sick.
Yeah, I've been fucking with them for years, man. You know how we got the story when you started your podcast and you was in the garage. I started with them back then.
Really?
Yeah, I was in Atlanta. Shit, I was 22, 23 in Atlanta, and that's when 85 South show was just Carlos Miller. It was the same team, but it was small. They were shooting at Steve Harvey's studio. And they had the little brick wall. You feel me? All the real 85 percenters know they had the brick wall. You understand me? That's way back when,
because they've been doing this for a long time now.
Yeah, they've been doing it for a minute now. I think it started in 2017.
Damn.
Yeah, so
2017.
Yeah, so that's when I pulled up, because I had a relationship with Carlos Miller before he started the 85 South show.
I mean, I just think too, it's pretty dope that they're bridging that gap between the South and the Bay Area.
Exactly.
Exactly. Because they could have just probably got some local guy that they already probably had relationships with or something like that. Like, for them to be like, nah, I'm gonna fuck with Louis Belt. He's not from around here or whatever. Like, it shows a lot, and I think it's dope.
Yeah, but that go back to the relationships. You know what I'm saying? Taking that risk. I was flying to Atlanta with no plan back then. I just knew Carlos Miller, and Carlos Miller wasn't as successful he is now. That was just somebody that I had a relationship with that, you know what I'm saying, we was game related. You understand me? I same type of nigga. So when I went out there, I tapped in with him. Stay tapped in with Carlos. Every time he came to Cali, he tapped in with me. If it was in the Bay, I'm pulling up. Every time he in the Bay, I'm pulling up. he in L.A. and I'm pulling up. So it's just like them pull ups. That shit, you know,
it makes the difference.
Pulling up led into a partnership.
That's fire. No, that's fire. I mean, it just shows how important all this, like, just the people connection is, because in this industry, I feel like everything is transactional, and people lose sight of like real like relationships. You know what I'm saying? So to see you linking up, that's just fire. I want to see you on the show. I mean, I've already seen you on the show. So.
Yeah, I be on the show all the time.
Yeah, that's just dope. Cause just as like a podcast nerd type shit, like it's just dope because I feel like you can be like, we can get there. You know what I'm saying? The Cali Kickback is gonna get there.
For sure, guaranteed.
Cali Kickback is gonna get there.
Yeah, off the dribble, guaranteed.
You believe in like manifestation and shit like that?
I'm starting to believe in it more, way more for sure.
You been fucking with a new girl or something? And she's trying to.
Nah, I just think I didn't did enough shit. I feel like where I know like, then you could get what you asked for. You're just not gonna come when you want it. You know, so certain things I wanted to be in a movie. I put that on my goal list in 2019 or 2020. But it's like, you know, it happened to be in 2023, January 2023. I was at House Party. So it's like doing shows out of state. I remember that was a goal. Then I done hella shows out of state. Just all type of shit where I done wrote goals down. And I manifested. It just didn't happen when I wanted. I put, this goal gonna happen in 2018. You know what I'm saying? Like, my first goal was to be the biggest comedian in the Bay Area. Like, in the most humblest way, I achieved that years ago. I don't even think about that no more. Like, I be forgetting that. Damn, I accomplished certain goals that I had.
Are you constantly like, okay, what is my next goal?
Yeah, and that's where it gets scary for me.
Well, that's kind of where I'm at too, where it's, I wanted to talk to you about this too, where it's like, do you ever feel like, damn, like a little lost? Like successful, but a little lost. Like, okay, what is the end? Where's the end of this? Like, what's next? Like,
it gets scary. It gets scary. So it's like one thing I learned about, you know, having goals, you could say I didn't set goals too low. Like I kind of feel like I had goals that I can realistically see me accomplishing at one point. Now I accomplished them. Now I gotta accomplish goals that I can't even kind of fathom me even accomplishing. So that's why I'm saying even with my next special, it's like, okay, let me speak this into existence and let me stand on it. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is gonna be a big special. It's gonna be one of my best projects. Let me be mindful. That's what I'm standing on. You know what I'm saying? Because it will happen.
Yeah, a part of me too. I could relate to you too, because it's like in this space where I'm at the most successful I've ever been. But in order to maintain and to keep going, like it's gonna need a lot. There's a lot of pressure on my back sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you ever feel pressured, like that type of pressure type shit?
Yeah. Yep.
Not in like an insecure way, but just like a damn, like I got a lot riding. Like you built so much, you got shit to lose now.
Yeah, that's the scary part for sure. And then it's like, but that makes you achieve the next level. That
if you're
will
built
help
for
you.
it. If you're built
feel
for
me?
it. Yeah.
You know, so I gotta remind myself all the time. You gotta remind yourself all the time, nigga. Feel me? It's harder to get to. It was harder to get from where we started to where we at now to get to. We got some leverage. I got some. I got some accomplishments. I got a little paper. I could do certain things. If I got here with no paper and no connections, I can get where I'm trying to go with the little bit of money I got and the few people I do know.
Exactly, and it's one of those things too where it's just like, damn, I've gone this far. Like I can't switch up and give up now, regardless of how hard it gets. Because at every level, it's gonna get hard, if not harder.
Yeah. And
people throwing the towel a lot often on this journey.
Yeah,
I've been there, dog.
Yeah,
I'm just like, fuck. I don't know how we're gonna make this work.
Yeah, that's for sure. But I believe in the next journey though. I kind of got here without believing. How far can I go if I believe?
Well, too, yeah, like confidence level is important too, you know. So that's kind of where I'm at, where it's like, all right. I wasn't necessarily as confident back then, but now even if I might crash out, not like that though, you know, like fail,
yeah,
whatever that means, like I'm still I'm still trying on, like, I'm still going. I just lost my fucking train of thought.
Yeah, I know what you're saying though. It's like,
oh, the confidence thing. Yeah, no, like, even if I might lose, like, the studio or whatever, like, if worst comes to worst, like, I'm still confident that I'm able to, like, I'm here for a reason. I've gotten this far for a reason, and the confidence overcomes that pressure. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's easier to overcome that pressure when you have that confidence built up.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing. And sometimes you gotta you gotta get confident. You understand me? You gotta remind yourself, like, all right, this who you was, and this is who you are today, type shit. So it's like, that's what I'm going through too. It's like, man, knowing, like, that's what I was saying about, like, the Kevin Hart situation, the Cat Williams situation. I got me fucked up because I'm doubting that they know me. Why? Nigga, I'm Louis Belt. Of course they should know me. In the most humblest way, I gotta believe in the things I've done, that if they about the craft, yeah, they should know me. And just stand on it. It's like a rapper. It's like, you know, when you in the rooms, there's a reason why you in that room. And I be in rooms and I'm down why I'm in this room. It's like, now I'm in this room because we all one.
Yeah.
You feel me? We just had different points and different levels at our life. But the thing that these comedians remind me of, the D-Rays, the Mike Epps, they remind me they've been in my position before. So they know where I'm at right now and they know where I'm headed. Versus me, I've never been in their position. Yeah. So I kind of be blind to the fact because I'm like, shit, man.
Exactly.
You feel me? Exactly. When I'm going to be a multimillionaire out this motherfucker? When it's going to happen?
Facts.
When this shit going to happen, though? Because the compliments is great.
They're not paying the bills.
Yeah, no. But you know that y'all niggas multi-million-dollar motherfuckers. But I was around hood rich motherfuckers before I came hood rich. Like, nigga, I'm hood rich, nigga. I ain't rich.
And you got to surround yourself with
I was around
like
hood rich motherfuckers when I was broke. So now I'm around real wealthy people and rich people to get rich.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. I got more faith because of the steps I've been through. I literally been broke. I'm talking about $5, $10, and I'm around millionaires, like 100,000aires type shit. Mm-hmm. Feel me? Niggas eating steak, lobster, niggas busting down, niggas got they little hoe bitches around them. You feel me? I'm doing my skit.
Let me get a water.
You feel me? On mamas. I ain't asking. I'm taking niggas steaks. On mamas. Now I'm gonna get mine.
No, man, that's real. That's real as fuck. Like, and I respect that too, because it's just like it makes or breaks you. Damn near, like, bro, you gotta just keep going and shit, because it's easy to compare too when you're in those circles. Like, on one end it's a pro, because it's like, all right, I'm motivated. I get to see what's possible in life. These guys are really making money off the craft. But also too, you compare and you're just like, well, why don't I have the money yet? Or what, like, you know, not in an envious way, but just like,
no, not in an envious way.
Just like, damn, like when's my turn, you know?
Yeah, no, it's an envious way. It's envy, not hate.
Okay.
Because a hater is somebody that they're mad at what you got. Envy is you close to it and you want what they have. So, yeah, envious is not a negative thing. Oh, okay. You supposed to be envious because I'm close to it and I want it.
Like in a healthy way. It's
a healthy want. Hating is, nigga, you mad, you close to it and you mad you ain't got it. I'm not mad.
Yeah.
I don't want what you got. I'm envious.
Yeah.
Can you help me get it?
and that's the cool thing too. It's like those dudes that have already been in your situation, they see you grinding, they see the work, they are able to offer that helping hand, or at least in my circumstance, like in this podcasting game and shit like that. Like, I'm around some of the biggest podcasters and they're giving me tips, you know, they try to point me in the right direction because, like you said, they've been where I've been.
Exactly. I feel like that's why me and Mozzie connection was so, our relationship is different from a lot of artists too. Me, Mozzie, Mr. Fab, I would say Mozzie, Mr. Fab, and Simba. I think our relationship is a little different from all the other rappers too, because I've been around, I know for sure when I can speak on Mozzie's situation, where we both been down. We the only niggas that's down in the room. My niggas, me and my niggas, and Mozzie and his niggas. We the only niggas ain't got no chicken in this room. You feel me? And
damn, they're working over there. But then
yeah, so you know we the we the only niggas without no chicken in this room. You know what I'm saying? And everybody else got chicken. But, we didn't grew into the point where it's like, he got what he got, I got what we got. And then it's like damn, like that's crazy where it's like, I'm really happy for you and you happy for me because you remember we was the only niggas at the video shoot without the money. So it's happy, it's a different relationship you got with them people where you struggle with certain people and then you come up and you get to a certain level.
It builds a deeper bond.
It's a deeper bond. So for sure, Mr. Fab, and Simba and Mozzie, for sure.
All right, well, that's dope. All right, I'm over off the motivational shit. I want to talk about some fuck shit, man. You're a comedian. Let's have some fun.
Let's have some fun.
How do you feel?
I be fighting demons and shit. Shit ain't cool. Why you bring me to this side, Trev?
Bring me to the dark side. This is the motivation
me, Mozzie,
side.
and Mr. Fab and Simba, we didn't have nothing at one point.
Nah, man, I just think it's important to talk about no matter what level you at or in success, to talk about the hard times, because regardless of, like I said, regardless what level you're at, you're gonna go through hard times. Like, at least right now when we're up some M's, then it might be a little different. We might have a little different conversation.
One thing I peep is shit, when niggas up M's, niggas be still having problems.
Yeah, that's true too.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna lie, man. I've been realizing, man, I'm thankful for a lot of shit. Like shit, I got both of my parents. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't got that. I got nephews, I got sisters, and I got shit that money can't buy too, where I know a lot of people that's very successful, and that might be the thing where it's like they didn't have to physically sacrifice where they did that to get where they got, but that kind of came with it. Like, soon as niggas get the money, they family, you got family members passing away and shit like that, where it's like, it really show you that it ain't all about the money, bro. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's about happiness, and you can't buy that shit. $1 million can't make you happy. Yeah, that's one thing I can't speak because I ain't made him.
But I'd have been a little happier right now. I'll be real.
I will be happier, but you don't know your situation. What might think you be like? I can't, because I haven't experienced, but I've been around several millionaires, and then they done been. I've been around a lot of people that got some paper and that had some dark times.
Yeah. Too. Also, like, on the journey, on this grind, you kind of lose sight of like what is important when it comes to family and shit. Yeah. So I definitely feel that, where I just been trying to balance more of just like calling my mom, calling my family, like being aware, being there, being present though on the phone call, not thinking about work or some other projects I got going on. Like,
you feel me? Because sometimes the money ain't gonna come if all you focus on the money. Because that's another thing too. In the beginning, it wasn't about the money, because you didn't even really know you can get that money. You just, like, for me, I was doing shit. I had everything to gain, nothing to lose, so I'm just doing shit. The money ain't even. I'm not thinking about the money. You can get what we were talking about earlier with that pressure and all that shit. That shit coming because when you thinking about money, you're not thinking about the craft. You're not thinking about being happy. You thinking about the money, and that's when it get dark, nigga.
Survival, trying to survive.
You feel me?
Yeah.
That's when it get dark.
All right, well, let's get back to the light shit, man.
Right, I
wanted to get your take on like unfollowing people on Instagram. Are you doing it? Are you getting upset when people do it to you? Do you give a fuck?
Oh, do I want to give away that gym? Ooh, do I want to give away that gym about the followers? Fuck it, I'm gonna give it away. All right, ask the question again. I'm sorry, man. All right, you threw me off.
Do you care if people unfollow you? Are you checking to see if people unfollow you? And are you going through the unfollow cleanse, where you just go through your shit? You're like, I don't really even know, bro, like that. I'm gonna click unfollow.
When I stop fucking with people, like, I personally know, I do go to their page to see if they unfollow me. Females, niggas, all type of shit. I be like, this nigga still follow me, or did this girl still follow me? I look at they followers and look at my name. Okay, they still follow me. I guess we ain't funking that hard. Feel me? But when it comes to me unfollowing people, I don't like to unfollow somebody because it just show like, nigga, I'm mad at something. So I just mute people.
Well, mute people. Okay, see, but that's the thing too. It's like, how much emotional investment should we put in to an unfollow? Like, people take that real personal. Like,
unfollow will matter.
Unfollows matter.
Not a random person, but we talking about somebody we know.
Or possibly maybe someone you met. I'm thinking, okay, you're networking, everyone wants to get the Instagram. You might hit them with the follow back. A couple months later, nothing went went about it, is it flag on the play to unfollow him?
Yeah, if it didn't happen organically. Like for instance, like if you tell somebody to follow you, and then they follow you because you asked them on the spot, and
if
they
you
follow
tell them
you
first,
yeah.
Or what if they come though, and then they're like,
let me follow you,
or like let's connect, or whatever. Like you end up getting their Instagram. You're going deeper. Like, okay, if you initiate the follow first, you can't unfollow later, which I respect. But say they initiate the follow first, and then you follow back. Then a couple months pass by, then you click the unfollow because it's just like, bro, what? We didn't make no money together. I really don't give a fuck about you like that. Yeah.
Because you doing some corny shit. And like if somebody follow you and y'all was possibly gonna do something together and they unfollow you, they probably like, oh, this nigga not who I thought he was. I'm cool.
Unfollow.
Yeah, because I'm thinking about following this one nigga I know right now. Oh, my mama. Because I'm like, bruh, cat. Like, bruh really corny to me. You feel me? So I'm like, I'm cool. We connected. Wait, you ain't my type of nigga I want to fuck with type shit. You know what I'm saying? On some work shit. So I'm like, I don't know. I'm thinking about following this nigga.
All right, what about the females?
The females.
Because it's kind of different when they unfollow you, right?
Anytime, I'll only unfollow females when they get pregnant.
So as soon as the sonogram is posted,
unfollow. I'm not. I fuck with you doing what you doing.
See, but you're writing it out pretty late, because usually sometimes once they get the boyfriend, that first boyfriend pick, they're unfollow. You know, I'm not even gonna
now,
wait
if you
to the pregnancy
being faithful
pick.
with your boyfriend, I'm gonna unfollow you. But if you got a boyfriend, that don't mean nothing to me. So I'm gonna keep following you because I'm gonna see how you. I know you got a boyfriend, so now I'm really watching you. Because if you being faithful to your boyfriend, that's good. Now I love everybody. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, okay, she faithful. She not being faithful to her boyfriend, then shit. More for me.
Damn, but so as soon as she posts the pregnancy, like the thing, like the stick, it's over. Instant.
If you get pregnant and I follow you, be prepared. I'm telling you right now. Which camera can I look at? This one right here?
Right there, yeah.
If you get pregnant and I'm following you, I'm unfollowing you. I love you. Congratulations. All you gonna see from me is congratulations, and I'm unfollowing your ass. I'm gone. I'm not here to watch you post no big ass stomach pic. It ain't my baby. Why I'm watching your ass become a mother? I love everybody.
No, let it out. Let it out. This is what this platform's for, man.
Yeah.
You know, we want to clearly define the rules.
If I was trying to fuck with you, I'm unfollowing you. But if you like a female friend of mine and you get pregnant, then okay, boom. I'm gonna keep following you because you my partner. I wasn't tripping on fucking with you. But if I was trying to fuck with you and you get pregnant, you betrayed me.
Damn.
So I'm gonna betray you back and unfollow your ass.
I was thinking too, maybe like the possibility could be yours, and you're just trying to duck the fade, and you're just gonna unfollow and block.
That's what you want to follow. That's what you want to follow. If you think it's yours,
you're gonna have to do a lot more than follow.
Yeah, you're gonna have to follow with a phone call.
With a phone call, maybe a trip to. I'm not. You know, it is what it is.
I be wearing condoms though, so I'll be cool.
That's boring.
It's boring, but it's safe.
See, that's what I like. I'm not even gonna go into depth, but that's what I like about just being in a long-term relationship. This shit is fire, man.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know?
No, for sure. Yeah.
All right, but then what are some red flags for you in women? Like in terms of like social media usage. Because, you know, one question I have, we did the podcast with the homies, and I asked them like, fire, you meet this bad one, she's your type. Then you find out she's posting like TikToks and shit that aren't hitting, that don't hit, that are like kind of corny. Because a lot of bitches are corny nowadays.
It's a lot of niggas that it's a lot
of
men
corniness
that's corny.
in general.
Yeah, it's a corny generation.
But can you handle the chick trying like to be an influencer?
Oh, I feel you, Trev. I feel you, Trev. I don't like that.
It's a red flag, or you're still gonna hit it, and then you're just gonna, you know, just
see the thing about red flags. Men gonna hit red flags anyways.
They see a lot of red flags and really don't give a fuck.
Men don't give a fuck about the red flag. We run lights. Men fuck women on their period. You think they give a fuck about a red flag?
Nah, that's facts. That's facts.
So it go back to, you know, the red flag of it, it is a red flag, but that don't mean nigga ain't gonna hit.
I feel it. What about, how do you feel about close friends? Are you posting on close friends?
I like close friends. I fuck with close friends. Yeah. I'm thinking about charging.
Some subscription shit?
Yeah, I think I should charge people to get in my close friends because I can't even do it because my shit 2-player.
Do you post on your close friends?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah. My close friends be going crazy when I'm out of town.
Are you are you constantly are you running that?
You
close
know what?
friends
I just
play?
lied.
I know what running. Yeah, I know what play you're running. You're funny.
I just lied, everybody. I'm a comedian. Those are jokes.
It was a bit. It was a bit, man.
Cause there's some people that's not my close friends. They was like, for real. Yeah. My close friends be dry as hell. I'll be reading books on my close friends.
You don't even post on your close friends anymore.
Yeah, mama.
I feel it.
Yeah.
I don't post on my close friends either.
Yeah, that shit over with.
But sometimes you'll have people post you on the close friends way too soon. It's just like, bro, we're not even close friends. Like, don't do that.
Yeah, I feel like guys, I don't want to be in your close friends unless you my player partner. You feel me? If you my partner. But girls, I'll be in a random girl with close friends. I like the close friends. If you watching this right now, just throw me your close friends. Just add me in it. I just want to see it. I like that.
All right, look, let me ask you about first dates. I was talking to some of my friends, and they're saying there's like rules to the first date in terms of like, say you go out to eat, there's certain things you can't eat, like a burger. They're trying to say you shouldn't eat the burger on the first date.
Who the fuck said that?
That's what not the homie over there, but just some homies on my podcast or on the podcast we do together.
Uh-huh.
And they were just saying like the burger is just a messy plate. Like you don't want to eat the burger on the first date. And I was like, the burger's fine. The boiling crab, probably not the best.
Uh-huh.
The barbecue ribs on the first date is probably not the best.
The woman or the man shouldn't eat the burger.
Possibly both. I didn't go too in depth.
That's zesty. That's zesty.
Eat what?
That a man should eat what he want to eat. These niggas trying to be cute on the first day eating what you want to eat, a grilled cheese sandwich or something, or just a peanut butter and jelly.
Like not make a mess, like are you thinking about first date shit like that?
A female might get turned on about you eating a sloppy ass.
A guy might get turned on too.
You see what I'm saying? A
some
female
barbecue.
eating some sloppy ass sandwich, you be like, I know she could suck a good dick. Look how she eating that sandwich.
So you don't care. You don't care if she's gonna throw down a.
I like a woman that eat. I don't like women that don't eat because you being fake. You trying to act like you. I don't like acting. If I'm on a first date with a female, eat sloppy, lick your fingers. That's gonna make my dick hard. That's gonna turn me on. You lick your fingers, I'm gonna be like, I got some more shit you can lick after this date.
So have you always been like that, or we're just at this age now where we kind of realize like, man, I'm gonna stop trying to impress on the first date and just be me.
I just started going on dates like 2 years ago. I ain't really been a dater. So I never thought of the whole, I always been like this. I've been very transparent, upfront.
That's good.
Big personality, all of that. I'm one of them ones,
so what's the Lewis Belt first date? Where you going? What's like the ideal first date with Lewis Belt?
A good first date for Lewis Belt.
Like, she gonna knock back some ribs and it's gonna be a good vibe.
My mama, would be a good first. I don't know if I want to say that.
You don't want to give away the sauce?
Yeah, I don't know if I want to say that.
All right, is it an activity or food? Which one you picking?
I like an activity. I'm learning that I like nature. I like outside. Feel me? I learned that about myself in the pandemic. Niggas start taking walks and eating fruit, everything to get my mentals right.
That's good. So you're gonna take her. You're gonna take her out to do an activity.
Yeah, I like taking hikes. I like taking walks. I like going by the beach. You understand me?
It's always a good move.
Yeah, I like going outside. But I like to talk.
The Bay Beach or the Southern California beach? Because the Bay Beach is different.
You know what's something crazy? I might tell you something that might blow your mind away. I don't think I've been to the beach in the Bay.
I was like, that's not really a culture, right?
Yeah.
Like going to the beach.
I sound like I be other places now.
No, but I'm thinking about that too. Like, we don't go to San Francisco or to the Bay Area to go lay by the beach. I've done it. It's cold as fuck.
Yeah, the weather.
Damn.
Yep, I think that's why we don't do it. Cause I started realizing that I was talking to my partners and shit. I'm like, y'all ain't never got no pussy on the beach. They like, nah. I'm like, oh boy, I'd have been butt ass naked. I've been butt ass naked in Huntington Beach.
Oh, I was gonna say the Mexican beaches, or like what you doing that at? But you're doing it out
scared.
in L.A. like local shit.
I'd be scared to do like sex on the beach when I'm out the country and shit because of the laws and shit. They catch you naked, they might pull a pistol on your ass and smoke you.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I'm like, I ain't finna get smoked over no ass. So I
take
do
you hostage and shit.
Yeah, boy. They catch your ass naked in Mexico. Your ass gonna be tied up with the cartel or something.
So you keep it, you know, good weather, California, safe.
I keep it
where you
California,
know the laws.
Florida.
Okay, Florida.
I ain't did it yet, but what I'm saying, places where I will
they have good
pull
beaches.
my penis out in public.
Yeah. Now that's one of the ones to do it at the beach for sure, with a girl, obviously, not just randomly.
Yeah.
With no.
I didn't know that shit was illegal until like a few years ago.
Really?
Yeah, I did not know having sex in public was illegal. I done that my whole high school.
That was like your thing?
Yeah.
Just public sex?
I fucked at parks.
In
the car. That's all I needed. The car and parks. I had a lot of sex in that.
I lost my virginity in a car.
See, that's good.
It was my
I'm proud of you.
Thank you, man. the cars were the hidden spots.
You feel me?
Damn. So
the good days.
So do you feel like you could still take her to the car now, or are you too old for that?
No, I'm too old for that.
Damn.
Yeah. I don't know though. I done it within like the past 3 years, but I think I done it so much where I'm trying to
evolve. You're on some different shit now.
Yeah. Now I'm getting to that point where I done did so much different shit. I can take it back to the car. You feel me? I can take it back.
That's true. That's true.
I still know them positions in the car. We gonna get the job done for sure. I'm a legend in that car for sure. I'm a legend when it comes to having sex in the car.
Oh man, that's fucking hilarious.
I think I got the record for most sex
and this
in the car.
And this the family whip back in the day. You're doing this shit in the family whip. That's crazy.
I done had all type of
in
cars.
Mom's car though.
I done fucked in my mama car, my daddy car, my car,
but you didn't,
my partner's car.
You telling them? Cause that's kind of like the bed too.
I had to tell my pops. I had to tell my mom that I had sex in the car before, in my dad's car, because my mama found a condom in my dad's car, and it was my condom when I was driving my pop's car. So my pops got hot at me. He didn't get mad at me. It was just I caused a little situation with my mom and dad because my mama found the condom in my daddy car, and she asked him.
Not a good look.
And it's not that, that was not good at all. So I had to tell my mama like, nah, I hit in Pop's car. That's why I was a condom in the car type shit.
Oh damn, that's crazy.
And luckily I was my mama already knew I was having sex, because that would have been
a whole different.
Because she wouldn't have believed me, and she'd have been like, that's your daddy.
And he's just asking you to
I was known for fucking around that time. I was about 15, 16. I was fucking more than Brian Pumper, all of them. I blew past all of them, all the porn stars. So my mom was like, okay, it was you.
It was you.
Yeah.
But almost caused the early divorce.
Oh man, I almost fucked up the house.
That'd be all bad.
Yeah, it was bad.
Well, shit, man. I really appreciate you coming down to sit. You know what I'm saying? This is dope. We talk on the weekly basis. But, it's just cool to just check in and see the elevation and progress from the last one to now.
Yeah.
Seeing all the stuff you're doing, the movies, the comedy shows, just all that is really dope to see. And I like where we're headed.
Yeah. Yeah, we look better together, you understand me? If you want to go fast, go by yourself. You want to go far, go together, man.
No, that's what it takes for real.
Yeah.
We got Sac to the Bay right now. Sac
to
the Bay to LA.
I've been fucking with Sac for so many years though. So this shit, organic like the planet around this motherfucker, man.
I feel it.
I'm not one of them Bay niggas that be hating on Sac, man. I'm one of them niggas that I don't claim that Sac is the Bay. I'm not that far off with this.
Yeah, people trying to claim that, right?
Yeah, but I think Sacramento people that's really from Sacramento don't be like they be like, nigga, I'm not from the Bay.
Yeah, that's every Sacramento person.
Yeah, like the people I know that's really from Sacramento, they be claiming Sacramento and they be like, we not the Bay. It be I don't know where these
people out here in LA where just like,
you
oh,
see
you're
what I'm
from
saying?
Sac,
They
you're
be
from the
out
Bay
of
Area.
town
Yeah.
motherfuckers. But I understand that though, because people don't know.
Yeah.
People know the Bay more than Sac. But I don't know. Y'all got the Kings. Y'all got
That's
y'all
it.
Got, y'all got the Kings.
You know, we got rich culture, art.
Y'all the capital.
Exactly.
Y'all the capital.
The
So
king of
people
the
should know
castle.
y'all from that. You be like, you from Sacramento? You don't know where Sacramento is? That's the capital of California. That's what y'all should be saying. Fuck all the Kings and all that bullshit. If I was from Sac, man, I'd be like, I'm from Sacramento, nigga, the capital of the Cali. The capital of Cali, you
With a
understand me?
capital S.
Yeah, that'd be player.
I like that, man. Anything they could look out for or anything you want to plug before we wrap up?
Just stay tapped in to Do Too Much ENT, man. That's the brand, you know, putting everything together. We doing the the shows monthly in Oakland. The Do Too Much team, you feel me? Shout out the whole squad, moms, pops, family owned business we got going on in Oakland. And what else I got going on? A lot of dates, you feel me? Tap in with the dates, man. I'm gonna do a show in Pasadena coming up, St. Louis, Indianapolis, all over the place, man. Just tap the link in my bio, you understand me, on social media, on Instagram. Feel me? And tune into the Cali Kickback, man. Every episode, man. I got a lot of special guests. So yeah, y'all tap in, man.
Let's go. We're about to go crazy, man. Like, comment, subscribe. We out, man.
Yes, Lord.